How advanced? We physicists try to rank advanced civilizations by energy. A type 1 civilization has the power of an entire planet. They mine the oceans, they control the weather. Type 2 has exhausted the power of a planet, and they control a star and nearby stars, just like Star Trek. The Federation of Planets is a typical type 2 civilization. Then you have type 3, galactic. They control the galactic space lanes. That's type 3. Now, what are we? Do we control the weather, like type 1? Do we control the sun, like type 2 in Star Trek? Are we type 3 that control the galactic space lanes? No, we are type 0. We get energy from dead plants, oil and coal. And we're about 100 years away from becoming type 1. Okay? So we have a long ways to go before we can harness the power of general relativity. But we are about 100 years from being type 1. For example, what is the Internet? The Internet is a type 1 telephone system, the beginning of a planetary telephone system. And what language will a type 1 civilization speak 100 years from now? Well, on the Internet, you can already see it. English is number 1, Mandarin Chinese is number 2. It's already showing up on the Internet. What is the European Union? The beginning of a type 1 economy, like NAFTA, the European Union. What is soccer? What is the Olympics? The beginning of a type 1 sports. What is rock and roll? The beginning of a type 1 youth culture. What is Chanel and Gucci and Christian Dior? The beginning of a type 1 high fashion. So we're seeing the beginning of a type 1 civilization right in our own backyard developing. But we are, again, about 100 years from type 1. That's when we'll have the first starship. And maybe thousands of years before we become type 2. When you become type 2, that's when we'll start to colonize the nearby stars. And that's hundreds to thousands of years into the future. Okay, let's take just a few and then we'll wrap up. Maybe 2 more questions and then we'll wrap up.